Hello, and welcome to my channel, Legal Information, Law Insights. I am Advocate Mukund Mahajan, and today, we are diving into an essential legal subject, property law. In this video, we will explore the basics of property law, types of property, the Transfer of Property Act, 1882, key doctrines that shape property law, and essentials of a valid property transfer. So, if you are a law student, property owner, or just curious about your legal rights, stay with me till the end. Let's get started. First, we will understand the basics of property law. Property law governs the ownership, transfer, and rights associated with both movable and immovable assets. But what exactly is property? In simple terms, property refers to anything that can be owned. It can be tangible, something you can touch, like a house. Intangible things without a physical form, like trademarks and copyrights. Property is broadly classified into movable property items that can be moved, like furniture or jewelry, and immovable property assets that cannot be moved, like land or buildings. A key legal distinction is that immovable property is governed by the Transfer of Property Act, 1882, whereas movable property falls under the Indian Contract Act, 1872. Now, let's break property down further into two main types. Real property, this includes land and buildings. Personal property, all other movable items and personal belongings. Additionally, property can also be categorized as tangible property, has a physical existence, like a car or house. Intangible property does not have a physical form, like copyrights, patents, or trademarks. Understanding these categories helps apply the right legal framework to property transactions. Now, let's talk about the Transfer of Property Act, 1882, which lays down the rules for transferring immovable property. Here are some key principles. A transfer must be between two living persons, meaning property cannot be transferred posthumously. The transfer must be for a lawful purpose, illegal or fraudulent transfers are void. Modes of transfer. The Act outlines legal ways to transfer property, including sale, mortgage, lease, exchange, and gift. Now we will understand the key doctrines in property law. The Transfer of Property Act contains three key doctrines that shape property transactions. Let's discuss three crucial ones with examples of each one. First is doctrine of election. If a person accepts a benefit under a legal document, they must also accept the conditions attached to it. Example, if person A receives a house through a will but is required to compensate person B, they must fulfill the condition to claim ownership. Second is doctrine of lease pendens. This prevents property from being transferred while a legal dispute is ongoing. Example, if a property ownership case is in court, neither party can sell or transfer the property until the case is resolved. Third is doctrine of part performance. This protects buyers who have acted in good faith but lack a registered sale deed. Example, if you pay for a plot of land and take possession, the law recognizes your right even if the sale deed is not registered. Now, let's discuss the four essential requirements for a valid property transfer. First is competent parties. Both the buyer and seller must be legally capable of entering into a contract. Second is lawful consideration. The transfer must involve a legally recognized payment, money, assets, etc. Third is legal object. The transaction's purpose must not be illegal or against public policy. Fourth is possession and title. The seller must have legal ownership, and the buyer must receive possession. Conclusion. In conclusion, we have covered. Property law covers the ownership and transfer of assets. Property is classified as movable and immovable, real and personal, tangible and intangible. The Transfer of Property Act, 1882, governs immovable property. Key doctrines like election, lease pendens, and part performance impact property transactions. For a property transfer to be valid, it must meet legal requirements like competence, lawful consideration, and legal object. Got questions about property law? Drop them in the comments, and I'll try to address them in upcoming videos. In the next video, we'll explore specific types of property transfers, such as sale, lease, and gift, in detail. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to my channel, Legal Information, Law Insights, for more insights into the legal world. Thank you for watching this video. Stay tuned for more updates. See you in the next video soon.